Starting lineups, first the visitors from Yale. At left wing, number 21 from New Canaan, Connecticut, Briggs Gamble. At center, from Lake George, New York, number 17, Will Deneen. And at right wing, from Vancouver, British Columbia, number 15, Galen Seal. On defense, from Auburn, Massachusetts, number 5, Dylan Herzog. And at right defense, from Plymouth, Massachusetts, number 6, Connor Sullivan. And in the goal for the Yale Bulldogs, from Chester, Minnesota, number 1, Jack Stark. The rest of the Yale Bulldogs and their head coach, Keith Delaney. We honor the memory of one of our beloved RPI hockey champions, known as Butsy. Third Butsy passed away on September 27th after a courageous battle with pancreatic cancer. His strength and spirit will always be remembered, and by honoring Terry, we hope to raise awareness and support the search for a cure to pancreatic cancer. He is survived by his beloved wife, Terry Nason, his 3 daughters, his twin sons-in-law, and his 4 grandchildren. Butsy's legacy as a teammate, friend, and champion will live on forever. So please join us in a moment of silence for number 14, Terry Buttram, RPI Classic, 1987. Thank you. Now at this time, I ask you please direct your attention to center ice as we welcome RPI alumni, current president of the Rensselaer Alumni Association, Donald Bergio, RPI president Martin Schmidt, Yale captain William Deneen, and RPI captain Jake Gagnon for tonight's ceremonial buck drop. Donald Bergio graduated from RPI in 1989 with a degree in electrical engineering and a minor in management. Since then, he has gone to work over 30 years in Verizon and its predecessor company, MCI. He also served as an advisor to a consulting firm and a startup company regarding AI and cybersecurity. In addition to his work, Don also lives in Dallas, where he shares Dallas Stars season hockey tickets with other RPI alumni and enjoys playing hockey recreationally. So let's hear it for RPI President Donald Bergio, class of 1989. our two great nations and the men and women who have served and continue to serve, we ask you please rise if you are able. Remove your hats for the playing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States of America as performed this evening by the RPI Pep Band and its alumni.
Welcome to RPI Hockey on ESPN. I'm Matthew Mugno alongside Dan Frigin. We're here with 3,000 other fans. It is the 47th Big Red Freakout. Dan, what is on the docket for this evening?
Oh, it'll be a great game. The fans will be in it. It'll be loud. They'll be loud, and just a great atmosphere.
Last night, RPI dropped a close contest, probably the best we've seen this season at the Fieldhouse, 5-4 to Brown. How important is discipline going to be in this contest?
Well, I think it's going to be very, very important. You know, Yale comes in. They've got a good power play. But even aside from that, RPI needs to get some points here to move up in the standings.
That's right. They're currently placed 12th in the ECAC. They're looking to hop up into that upper echelon and try and get some home ice advantage in the playoffs. There's Jack Stark, the starter for Yale. He comes in at 5'10", Chaska, Minnesota native. He's played 13 games this season. There's Noah Giesbrecht, starting a back-to-back this weekend, rocking that red jersey for the Big Red Freakout. He's registered at 359 goals against average and an .891 save percentage. The starting line for RPI, Jacob Lee, Jaeger Tapper, and Tyler Hodson, with Gustav Ozolins and Max Smolensky lining up as the rear guards. And for the Yale Bulldogs, it'll be Briggs Stamil, Will Deneen, Kalen Zito, and on the back end, Dylan Herzog. We are underway in the 47th Big Red Freakout. Here's Hodson, out to Lee. Shot going wide. And it's sent all the way down ice. Well, the first whistle of the contest just 20 seconds in to the first frame.
RPI showing off their Big Red Freakout jerseys, all red. And for the warm-ups, even though we weren't on, they wore the 85 jerseys that the championship team won back when they captured the NCAA championship at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit.
Fantastic history represented this weekend on Alumni Weekend. A lot of former players here up in Troy, New York to celebrate together. Yale getting their first advantage. A puck to the skates of a defender. Comes out and a shot through some traffic. There's Hall at the point. As Beaton was streaking in over the blue line, he was offsides. I spoke to Matt Murley earlier, and he mentioned how there's not many networks of players like this in other colleges, and he gave a lot of credit to you, Fridge.
Oh, no, there isn't. I mean, you know, it's one thing when they first come here and they're freshmen, you know, they're homesick and they're feeling, you know, like the professors want everything yesterday. And the one thing they all have in common is they're all RPI students and RPI hockey players, and they can draw on one another for support.
And support they have. A vast network is here tonight, and we'll be celebrating that 85 team at intermission. Puck's in the corner. Gafredo winning that battle. He'll send the puck out to center. Sullivan picks up. Sullivan over to O'Haron. Out at the sidewall, it's dumped in by Berger. Here's Bergmanis. He scored a goal last night. In a valiant comeback effort, RPI came into the third period last night down 5-2. They tied the contest, but lost in overtime. Here's Berger over the line. A dump off to Sullivan. They're able to keep it. Shot on net for Frias. Out to McDermott. He'll cycle that down low. D to D. Out to the sidewall. A look for McNeil. It's sent up to Mata, who takes a check. And he'll dump that out of play.
Don't forget to visit the official online store for RPI Athletics at RPI Fans.
And Yale's coming off a shootout loss yesterday over at Union College. And Union won that shootout, so that means they got the extra point. It goes up as a tie, but there's, as you know, there's 3 points available. They each got a point, and then Union got 2 for the shootout win.
Here's Brackett sending the puck in deep, taking a check high.
Yeah, that could have been a cross check.
They're letting the boys play as Herzog sends that all the way down ice on Giesbrecht. Here's McGuire, the extra skater listed for the Engineers. Sending that up to Brackett. Down center, a shot. Oh, Gafredo had some daylight. First save of the evening for Stark. And the puck's out of play again. A few stoppages here early.
Oh, I tell you what, Gafredo's going to be... All he had to do was pick a corner. I don't know if the goaltender, Stark, even moved his glove hand on this. Oh, it was tough to tell, but I know it got him right in the blocker.
And so Jacob Lee will line up against Will Dineen. Both top centers for their respective teams. Lee winning the draw and taking a shot wide. And it's sent down low to Tapper. Tapper up the right circle. A pass down low. Here's Hobson out to the point. There's Will Gilson, a shot. Looking for the tip. It gets through, but wide. McDermott tries to keep that, but the Bulldogs will come away with it. Cito with the dump and change. Hamill in first. Giesbrecht playing that out to Gilson. Boot to stick was McDermott as he circles back over his blue line. Gilson back for McDermott. He has a man, that's Daniel. And an offsides here for the Engineers.
Yeah, a few miscues. I think the winger there thought that the puck was going to get across earlier. Beaten.
There's been a lot of energy in this building this weekend. We mentioned that it's Alumni Weekend. Alumnus were treated to a great game last night. High scoring as Beaton takes a shot and rides off a defender. Player tumbling to the ice. That was Rollers. He skates off with a little bit of a limp. We'll keep an eye on that. Gagnon dumping that in deep.
Yeah, looked like he fell on his tailbone there.
Certainly got upended. They're calling a tight game tonight. O'Donnell, a sauce across the zone. A shot off his stick and wide. Out to Herzog at the point. Here's O'Donnell at the sidewall. Shot from Berger blocked away by Mata. Here's McNeil. He had man's out. Mata one-on-one. Smolenski sends that far neutral zone for McNeil to tap in. A dump and chase. As Payent is off the bench and flying. McNeil looking for Bergmanis at the sidewall. He makes a move, cuts to the net, tries to shovel that forward, and a puck sent way into the stands. Hopefully that didn't hit anyone. Doesn't look like it did.
Nope. They're going for the puck as opposed to getting out a towel being thrown from the bench, and you know what that would be for.
So a fan comes up with a lucky puck. There he is. Decked out in RPI gear.
Proud to support RPI hockey.
As Tinling lines up here for the faceoff. DeFredo at the point. He's had a few opportunities the last few games.
He certainly has. And I'm sure he'd like to get one here tonight. Nice to see the fans in the building.
It is a packed house. Caron high and wide. Bergmanis pinches down low, sending this off to Brackett in the trapezoid. Brackett to the hashes. Caron a shot blocked away and out of the zone. That was Pessonen with the block. Tinling swipes that in. Caron landing a check on the forecheck play. Here's Tinling. A shot from the point, out of play. There's a lot of stoppages. Is that hard to handle the energy in the building when you're getting those consistent stops?
Yeah, you don't really have any flow to the game as of yet, so it's tough to get going. And you're stopping, starting.
We referenced on the broadcast how intense the game was yesterday. It was very north-south against Brown, and Brown won that contest 6-5 in overtime. Smolenski walking in at the point. He'll dance and send that puck off to McGuire. He takes a shot into the block. Tapper over the blue line. Lee pursuing the rubber. Off the stick of Barlev Wise. And that'll be an ice.
Yeah, you got that stick on it. Barlev Wise did got a stick on it right before the red line.
This color matchup tonight. All red for the Freakout against the white and navy blue. Face off one back. McGuire a shot. Looking through the wickets, but it's stopped by Stark.
Well, we had the Bears in here last night. Now we got the Bulldogs in here tonight.
Good mascots.
Definitely. Just looking at the scores from earlier today, Union ended up beating Brown 2-1.
Was there ever an advantage that RPI and Union, you have to schedule to play both of them? Is there ever an advantage with that?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, and you know what? It switches every year, so
yeah.
It flops back and forth. I know the teams love coming to the Capital District area. It's very similar to going up north for Clarkson St. Lawrence because travel is very limited between the two teams.
And we have the officials' arm up. We'll see what the call is. Looks like this will be against RPI.
Looks like Hodson's going to the box.
Goaltender interference possibly. We'll hopefully have a highlight up in a moment, and we'll see what the call is. And that's Hodson to the box. So this will be the first special teams opportunity of the night.
I know Yale had a power play goal last night. I think it was Deneen from the point.
There's the play highlights, and RPI clears this out. Sullivan picking up over the blue line. We'll start on the man advantage from their own end. O'Donnell, he'll carry the puck and send this deep. As Bergmanis lands a heavy check, and he'll turnstile this out of the zone. O'Donnell picking up as they start the zone entrance. Andrechuk. Goffredo dumps the puck out with the help of Tinling, but he takes a heavy check in the process.
Well, you could tell Tinling was at the end of a penalty kill shift. Otherwise, he'd have kicked it into about gear number 7, and he'd have been gone through the neutral zone attacking.
Here's Tapper trying to separate man from puck. Deneen carrying and sent out again. Zato's there at the point. Off of Deneen's helmet and sent down. Another whistle here, and excuse us, the scoreboard for the power play hasn't been working. We'll check in how much time is remaining on that power play.
Well, the referee right now is explaining to Coach Smith that he can't change because the puck, it was a hand pass.
So with that, the same lines will stick out. Deneen set for the draw. And then we have a chant going on in the arena to fix the clock. We still don't know how much time is remaining on the power play. Our crew relying on the scoreboard, and the scoreboard is not correct.
I'm laughing. Fix the clock. Never heard that chant in here.
A slap shot to rim the puck around the board. Here's Tapper tying up his man at the point. Zito breaks free. He'll chip that over. And the puck kicks out to the point. Down low. That's Wagner. To the side of the net. Giesbrecht to stop. In front, a mad scramble. And it's sent out by Tapper.
RPI returns to full strength.
And RPI is back to full strength. Hopefully whatever issue is happening at the scorer's table will be fixed for the next special team opportunity. Giesbrecht goes to play the puck. It just gets by him. Frias and Barlow-Wise pursuing on the forecheck. One defender back out to Payette. A man in the neutral zone. It's too far out of his wingspan. That'll be an icing on the Engineers.
Let's see if RPI can pick up some momentum here off that penalty kill. Really not too much happened from Yale's perspective on the power play. Good kill by RPI.
RPI had a great kill last night that resulted in a drawing a 5-minute major, and then they didn't score on the major. See how momentum can swing here against the 4-7-2 Yale Bulldogs as they carry in off the faceoff. Sent out to the point. Here's Sullivan. He'll grip it and rip it. Hits the legs of Gilson, and he swipes that to the blue line. Kept in by Sullivan. Freeze has the puck stripped away by Brackett. He'll tap that in for Payette on his horse at backhand deep. Banking that off the end wall. McDermott sweeps that over to Gilson. He'll sauce that out to the bench. Beaton just can't handle. Berger out, but it's cut off by Gilson. Here's Gagnon, a shot off the blocker and wide. Out to Gilson. Oh, spinorama move. Arister on net looking for the tip. Gofredo hops into the action. A backhand pass across the crease doesn't get through. He'll cycle that down low for Beaton.
Good offensive zone pressure here by RPIs. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, Dan. And Rainer's Rollers, number 11 for RPI, has gone down the tunnel, so we'll see what his status is. That was a nice catch from our producer, Joseph Bowers.
Yeah, well, you can tell he landed on his tailbone there, and he went off. Actually, it looked like his leg, but sometimes that tailbone with the spine can have that kind of effect, but don't want to speculate. He's probably being looked at by the trainer.
We'll keep an eye on the bench, see if he comes back out. In the meantime, Gofredo carries in at the point. A pass on net, puck bobbles around. Few men in front. Tapper, wide, one-timer in the crease. It hit off of Hotson's leg and out of the slot area. Puck's cut off by Bergmanis. He would have been offsides if he played that. Herzog has a man. O'Donnell, a toe drag move. He swipes that on net. Giesbrecht with the stop.
Giesbrecht has to be careful with those rebounds there.
Puck sent far corner for Gofredo to play. He goes for the check instead of the puck, and Yale carries. In the trapezoid, 3 men deep. Here's Tapper. At the bottom of the circle for Bergmanis. A little bit far for him. He swipes that over to Lee. Lee steady as can be, looking for Tapper, and it's plucked away by the Bulldogs. 3-on-2 rush. Giesbrecht save. And we'll see you on the other side of this commercial break, folks. Stick with us at the Big Red Freakout.
This is GE Vernova, helping generate and move the energy that our world needs. Welcome to a new era of energy.
I wasn't born a leader.
It wasn't given to me.
I couldn't buy it.
How'd I get here?
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Welcome back to the 47th Big Red Freakout. President Marty Schmidt on the big screen. We're going to see him in a little bit, Dan.
That's right. We got an interview with him coming up between the first and second period, and I hope the people at home watching cheer as loud as the fans whenever his name's mentioned.
That was probably the loudest cheer this season outside of last night's game-tying goal. Kindling sends this deep. Brackett's on his horse to outrace the defense. That's Hall. Kindling losing his stick in the process. Yale's out. Hall looking cross ice. Played by a good touch, Smolenski. Sent out to Caron. He got jammed on the pass. Caron cutting through the neutral zone. Good move there on Deneen. Kindling cross ice. Smolenski a one-timer. It's stopped. And he'll send that on net. Kindling brought down to the ice. And the puck's chipped out of the zone.
Boy, Stark's playing pretty well. He's had a couple of real big stops.
Beaton sends a sizzling shot far side. Bounces off the glass for a Yale out. Here's Sullivan. A shot off of McDermott. He'll ride his man into the boards. Fans packed behind the cage. McDermott getting into it. These teams showing some intensity. O'Hare, he'll opt to send that low and rim it around the yellow bearing. McNeil, 2-on-2 battle in the corner. He's got McDermott to support, and now Gilson leads the team defense in points. Off the sidewall, it's picked away by the Bulldogs. O'Hare's got some time and space. A shot for the rebound. Giesbrecht's there. Gandon a check on Frias. Puck sent from McDermott to Gilson and out. Andrew Chuck over the line. He'll pull that in and send it off to the point. Hodson's there to cut things off. Here's Tapper with some speed, 3-on-2. A sauce looking for Hodson. They misconnect. O'Hare up for a quick 3-2. Yale, Berger. He doesn't pull the trigger in time, and the puck scoots wide.
Yeah, good back checking, backside pressure by the RPI back checkers.
D-to-D here for the Bulldogs. 6:32 remaining in this first period. 0-0 contest. Only one power play thus far, as we have an icing here, so an offensive zone draw for RPI. Up. There's President Marty Schmidt. Drawing applause again. Payette lined up for the draw. He'll tie his man up. The Bulldogs will prevail. Here's Frias to the glass. A 2-on-2 battle. Payette's there. He gets a touch. And it's forced to the low circle. Chipped high off the glass and out for O'Zolins to pick up. His big red Freakout jersey flowing in the wind.
Yeah, they look like they're made of a pretty fine material. I'm sure the guys love playing in them.
Here's Payette in. He outraces his man to the side of the net. Brackett had all day.
What a great play by Payette. I can't believe Brackett missed that.
Now Beaton's in hard on the forecheck as Yale escapes that previous play. A shot high off Giesbrecht's blocker to the end wall. Daniel, out to Smolinski. He'll cut inside and outside and retrieve the puck at the hashes. Out to Gilson. He'll pull this in around a man. That was O'Donnell. Lofted again into the crowd. And out of play.
Well, because that was shot out by Yale, they're not allowed to change. So they got to come back for the defensive zone faceoff.
There's a great turnout here tonight for this contest. 3,000 plus in attendance. They're waiting for a goal, Dan. Here's McDermott. Off to Hodson. A light touch deep. Tapper's the first man on. He takes a hack, but the Bulldogs come away with the puck. Here's Deneen flying through into the offensive end. A one-touch by Hall. He breaks his stick on the play. Gilson getting to work on 2-4 checkers. McDermott high off the glass. It rolls through, but Tapper couldn't pull it in, and it's out of the zone. McDermott, a crafty backhand pass. They had a man streaking, but it was cut off. That was Hodson as he goes for the change. It's rimmed around by Giesbrecht. Gilson turns the puck over. Yale in the danger zone, on net. Far left wise, couldn't get a piece. Sullivan, D to D, here's O'Haron. Back to Sullivan, a shot. A fantastic block from Brackett. Brackett checks Sullivan off the puck. And McDermott ties it up in the corner.
This group for RPI is pretty tired out there. They've been in the defensive zone for a little while now.
Opposite to Caron. A miscommunication, and Gilson sends that into traffic. Here's Caron, a pass off to Brackett. He shoots. A save, Stark, and the puck was behind him.
Well, you know what? Had RPI not spent that much time in their defensive zone defending, they could have had a goal right there. Brackett was about to change, but when he saw it was going to be a 2-on-1, he decided to jump up into play, and he just didn't have enough energy to put that home.
Here's the replay. Puck behind Stark. He still made the stop. It's a game of inches, Dan.
It certainly is. I'm sure Brackett's still wondering how he missed that other one, but as a player, you got to park it and move forward with the next shift.
Fredo pinned to the wall. The puck comes out to Beaton. He takes it to the outside, a shot, and it's sticked away by Herzog. Shot from the point going wide. Bergmanis down low. He sidesteps. Bergmanis chips that through his legs. And Yale with a diving effort. They'll knock that out of the zone. That was Berger. Mata, a dump in. Daniel challenging the puck carrier. To the slot, a shot blocked away. That was O'Zolins. O'Donnell with that opportunity. A man trips at the point. Picked up by Yale. Shot saved, Giesbrecht.
RPI had that on their stick, and they were just about to move forward with it. Good play by the Yale player to lift the stick, get the puck back, and get a good shot on goal here.
Both sides trading chances in this first period so far. Nothing to show on the scoreboard. Tinling wins this back, and Brackett will pull it in and send it off to center. Off the glove, Brackett picks up. Tinling gets a stick check to the inside. Brackett's hauled down to the ice. O'Donnell looking for Hall. He was up high on that play. Caron to the sidewall for the breakout. Off of Smolenski's backhand. O'Donnell to the slot. Hall! He scores! Nothing Yale Bulldogs.
Well, that was a turnover somewhat in the defensive zone, and that's Will Richter, who's the benefactor of that turnover, and he rifled it. Top blocker glove on Giesbrecht on here. And unfortunately, RPI falls behind here late in the first period, 1-0.
End of the replay to your left, live action to your right. 1:34 on the clock. Here's Gilson. Circling around McDermott, off of Hodson's stick. Here's Deneen. He'll pick up. Gilson's there to challenge. Here's Zito in, a shot. Giesbrecht save. Sent down low. A chip. to continue the cycle. Tapper up the wall. Sent low. Here's Tapper on the puck.
Final minute of play in the period.
Here's Gilson. Quarterbacking from his own end. McDermott pivoting for an option. Andrew Chuck chasing him behind the cage. 16 all over the Engineer. Off of McNeil's skate. Here's Gagnon, a shot on net. The rebound's there in the slot. Gilson has a man, a shot. They score! The captain, tie game.
Well, that was just a great play. It's Hotson again. He's going to the net. He gets the pass. I thought it was a little too late for him to corral it, but he got it behind the net, throws it out front, comes all the way back to Gilson, who throws it off to the side. And RPI has tied this game with a tap in. 1-0. Excuse me, 1-1.
That's goals in back-to-back games for Gagnon. A great play from the graduate connecting with Gilson there. 1-1 contest. And they've awoken the sleeping giant here at the Houston Fieldhouse. Herzog, a backhand up the wall. And it bobbles into the Bulldogs bench.
Well, that's exactly what RPI needed as a response to that late goal that Yale scored.
Assisted by number 8, Will Gilson. And by number 28, Tyler Hotson. Top of that goal, 19 minutes, 30 seconds. Scored by 27, Gagnon, his 8th of the season.
Lee at center.
Gilson and 28, Hotson.
Bracket challenging, but the Bulldogs come away with the puck. Herzog airmails this out. It's lost sight. Might be in the bench.
No, it's down there, but what happened was it was high stick by an RPI player, and it was Brackett, and he didn't want to touch it, so he just stood there, and the Yale player didn't bite to touch it, and that's why the referee blew the whistle with a face-off in the offensive zone with 1.5 left, and they're going to have Stark go to the bench.
Not a bad play here if you're the Bulldogs. They have 2 right-hand shots to the inside and a point man. That's Herzog and O'Donnell. We'll have a redo of that face-off. It's a game of chess, not checkers. RPI wins the draw and escapes that opportunity and go into the first intermission tied with the Yale Bulldogs.
Well, a good period both ways. Goaltenders coming up with some good saves, good offensive opportunities. Yale scoring late, and RPI coming back with the answer.
And we'll have head coach Dave Smith on with us in a moment.
And for RPI's Noah Giesberg, 9 saves in the first period of play.
Thanks for joining us, Dave. 47th Big Red Freakout. How is the energy factor into tonight's game?
Tons of energy. It's great. It's great. The students are into it. A great crowd. You can feel it past the longer players. It's terrific.
Well, great response there after Yale scored late. Then you guys come back down and get a great goal. You got Hotson behind the net, throws it out front, and real nice play there on the defense. So what do you think of the way that it was set up and how your team responded?
Yeah, I thought, again, mainly the bench. I think we've got a lot of good energy. We've had some really good grade A chances. We need to clean up our exits and a little stronger as we exit our zone. But offensively, I thought we had some real good looks, and that was another one.
Thanks for joining us, Dave.
Thanks.
The energy is palpable in the building tonight. We'll have some highlights on in a moment from this first frame.
There's that shot there. That was Tingling coming down with a shot.
The voice of WRPI and that championship season, Richie Glassberg.
It looked like he was going top shelf on that one, over the glove hand. Save here by Giesbrecht.
Another save there. Giesbrecht stood tall again tonight.
Number 3, Jeff Whiteside. Number 4.
There's that one there by Brackett. I mean, he had that top shelf wide open and just wasn't able to put that home. I think he hit the goaltender in the pad. He did.
And another chance here for Brackett.
George Servinas, number 9.
He's been in his zone the last 2 games.
Always in our hearts, number 14.
And there's that one that was at the end of the long defensive zone. And there's the goal.
That was Will Richter with the tally.
Going top shelf on Giesbrecht.
Boy, what a shot from the high slot.
The Smurf, number 17.
Another look at that from the high angle.
And then the tying goal was RPI came back and a redirect there by Gagnon. We've got ourselves a type game.
Let's give it up for
Gilson to the captain.
Mike Stanipor.
A deep redirect has this game knotted up in the final minute of the first period.
Number 22, Mike Dark. Our captain, number 26, Ken Hammond. Number 28, Jack Brendanas. Number 31, Brian Joplin. And number 30, Mike Bossard. Here we go, Ken Sullivan, our assistant coach, and there he is, Tom Sheehan, the trainer. Let's welcome them all back to the ice. Give them a big round of applause. Got the puck challenge. Thank you for
Welcome back. It's a pleasure to be joined here by President Marty Smith, the 19th president here at RPI. And Marty, we got ourselves a great game here. And coming up this summer is going to be your 3rd year anniversary in the presidency. I know coming in you had some challenges, and you probably looked at them as opportunities.
Right, exactly.
And moving forward with RPI, you have a strategic plan called Rensselaer Forward. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting time, Dan. We've spent a lot of time thinking about where we are, where we want to be in 10 years, and the plan we have, I think, is going to get us to a great place. It's about, strengthening our educational system. It's growing our research. But I think most importantly for the future of this institution, it's about engaging the alumni, getting them excited about RPI, getting them to come back, fill this arena, and really feel the great spirit that I think we all feel on campus.
Yes. Well, as you know, college hockey is changing. You've got the transfer portal. You've got the NIL where they're paying players now. And of course, major junior players are allowed to play. What's your thoughts on the changing landscape here in college hockey?
It cuts both ways. On the one hand, you have you worry about losing a player that you really value. On the other hand, if you've got a player who maybe if they went to another team, they get more ice time because of the way your roster's stacked up. So I think, if you can effectively leverage the portal, it can really strengthen the team. And, we see that today. I mean, you've got some guys out there that came to us that are really adding value.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, plus they've got the academics to get through the admissions process, which is a big plus.
Yeah.
And so you're an alumni, and you have 4 boys, and I know that you grew up with the youth hockey system.
Oh yeah, and eight youth hockey games a weekend. You get to know carpools pretty well, Dan.
You definitely did. Well, God bless my wife. She was the one that was handling that while I was coaching.
Oh, well, Lynn was on the youth hockey board for 14 years in Reading, Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah, so you've got all these alumni back. How has the day been for you?
Oh, it's been a blast. The guys from the 85 team really showed up. In 95 ECAC championship. A lot of the alumni, I think it's the largest group of alumni come back for a freakout that we've had in a long time. Probably a lot of guys you coached, Dan. And they're excited to be back. They're excited to help the program.
Well, I just hope that the people at home, when I announced your name, they cheered as loud as the fans do whenever your name's announced that they show you on camera. You're certainly a favorite here on campus.
Well, I worry because that has a shelf life, but I'll take it while it's happening.
Well, listen, we certainly thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy. What's your prediction for the second and third period here?
I don't know. It's up and down. I'm glad we got the goal. You hate to go down 1-0, but if we see the play for the next 2 periods that we saw in the third period last night, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yes, they almost pulled that one out. Unfortunately, in overtime, it's just one of those things.
It's a crapshoot.
That's the game of hockey.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, again, thank you for joining us, and certainly a pleasure.
Thanks, Dan. Always great to see you.
Speaking with you. As we go to break here, we'll be back for the 47th annual Freakout. You're watching RPI Hockey on ESPN+.
Are boundary-pushing change agents. We do what it takes to make things happen together. It's our collaborative spirit that sparks creativity and pushes us to think beyond ourselves. We're scrappy and unabashedly enthusiastic about our passions and projects. We are hardwired for the havoc of change. We know it isn't easy, that theories can fail and world-changing can feel futile. But that's the calm before the brilliant storm. The breath you take before you break through. Small change comes from asking why. Changing the world comes from asking, why not? That's the question we ask everyone. From freshmen to faculty, it's the question that fuels us to find the next new. The question we ask you, why not change the world?
Fieldhouse. 1 minute until puck drop in this second frame. A tie hockey contest for the 47th Big Red Freakout. Middle frame coming up. You see the Freakout jerseys. Exclamation mark to cap it off. All red for RPI tonight. Yale scored first. RPI responded. We've had plenty of guests around the booth in the arena. Alumni weekend. A phenomenal atmosphere with 3,000 plus in attendance for a Saturday night hockey game. Fritz was called up talking to some alumni. Actually, the man who broadcast the NCAA tournament.
Yes, and you guys have something in common.
A little bit. Fritz, you know what? You had a winning record in Big Red Freakout contests.
I did.
How hard was that to maintain?
You know what? To be honest with you, at the time, you don't even think about it. It's not until you've hung up your coaching shoes that you look back on it and think about how unbelievable it was. In the 12 years I was the head coach, I had 8 wins, 0 losses, and 4 ties. But you know, it was the culture that we had, and you know, you mentioned Matt Murley earlier, and one of the things I can remember us, we were behind 4-1 going into the third period. We were playing Clarkson. I didn't go in the locker room, and Matt took over the locker room, and I guess his message was, we do not lose at home at a an RPI freakout. We ended up coming out, tying up the game, and I think it was Carson Butterwick that scored in overtime. I'm not sure. Might not have been Carson. That might have been the one where Cavosi scored in overtime. But anyways, we won the hockey game. And it was, you know, it's the players that go out there and execute and take great pride in this game here tonight.
You have different generations here. The 85 team, the 95 team, the early 2000s. We saw Healy a few weeks ago. Murley's up here for the alumni weekend, and now he's doing great things with Spittin' Chicklets.
Well, I was watching the alumni game today at 12:30, and one of my former goaltenders, well, actually both of them were in the pipe, Scott Prakaski and Mike Tamburo. And I didn't recognize Prakaski. I asked him if he had lifters in his skates, because he seemed a lot taller than when he played.
He hit that growth spurt late. As we're underway here in the second period, DeMille drops this off for Dineen. O'Zolins tagging up. A good move by Zita. A look for the point, that's Herzog. Hodson nudges that forward. It's just too far for him. He turned on the Jets, but couldn't get to the puck in time. Here's Tapper, curling at the bottom of the circle. Hodson, a one-timer. Goes wide. Smolinski at the hashes. Goal line, a touch. Lee wins a puck battle. Looking slot, it's cut off. That's Herzog, off the back of the cage. Herzog looks for the out. He'll take it himself. A dump and change for Yale. A battle in the corner. McNeil getting his stick involved. That was O'Donnell with that shot on net. McNeil in the trapezoid. He'll send this out for Beaton. At the skates of Gagnon, who scored the first goal of the contest for RPI. Heavy check in the corner. Off of Gilson's helmet on the bench. We've seen a few real doinks tonight.
Wakey, wakey.
Saw Brackett before, hit the goaltender on a wide open net. Gilson take a puck to the head and a few pucks out of play. It is absolutely swamped in here.
Yeah, I was going to say, he must have taken his eyes just off the puck for a split second. Yes, the seats in here are filled up nicely, I must say.
Goffredo tries for the keep, last-ditch effort, Sullivan carries out. A snapper into the zone. Price on. Bergmanis using his frame to block out a man, and they'll take away the puck. RPI beaten in. A touch, he'll remain on. F1. To the sidewall. Off a stick and down, that negates the icing. Giesbrecht, D to D. Goffredo out to Brackett. He has a man charging down center. Tinling can't handle on the roller. Perron at his boots. Here's Brackett. He's got a man. Brackett circling the net. A wraparound in front. Tinling's stick was tied up by Berger. Swept out to Gilson.
You know, as a goal scorer, you sniff that stuff out. Looked like Tinling was in a little too close. Generally, you'd start out higher and then go towards the net. He might have had an opportunity to get that puck. And sometimes when you're pressing offensively, you get in a little too tight and the puck goes out by you.
Here's Gilson. Out to Brackett. RPI will get a change. One-on-one. Herzog. Head up. He's looking for Dineen. Dineen head and shoulders above his teammate standing at 6'2", the Lake George native. Mata out to Smolinski, a one-timer. Bobbles off the pads, but Starks got it as Mata and Dineen get tied up.
Well, that was a good job by RPI. I think that was Payant taking the eyes away of Stark, the goaltender for Yale. And I don't think Stark saw it. He was just down in his butterfly, and that puck hit him.
Payant's been very active the last 2 games.
Yes, he has. Yeah, doing a real good job. I mean, looks like he's getting more and more comfortable earning that ice time.
Here's Jacob Lee. He scored the first goal of the contest yesterday. A top 5 faceoff man in the ECAC. Hodson tries to disrupt play. Yale comes away with the puck. Goffredo at the top of the glass. He'll get this out. O'Hearn, a second attempt. Out to O'Donnell. Back to Lee. He'll feather this to Hodson. A backhand pass looking center. It's cut off. Lee winning this battle. Tied up in the corner. 2 on. Goffredo, a one-timer tapper, and it rolls wide of the net on the bounce.
Hodson was in a battle there with the defenseman. O'Hearn wasn't able to get free.
Puck's way high and out. Brackett just a step away.
Boy, Brackett has some wheels on him, huh? Talk about the acceleration from 0 to 60.
He scored a magnificent goal to tie the game last night.
Should have one tonight.
It was a close one.
I hope they win the game. Those are the ones that keep players up at night.
I'm sure with the adrenaline tonight as well, players are going to have a hard time falling asleep. Either way, Yale in, a shot, trickles wide. Slider past Giesbrecht. Dineen. He'll swivel on his skates, a wrap around in front. Cut off by the Engineers D and taken out by McDermott. As the defender headmans this play, Caron on net. Glove stop, Stark. McDermott to the high slot, a shot. Looking for that traffic. Beaton was in front. Sent around for McNeil, a one-timer Gagnon. Dineen sends that just over the stick of McGuire and out. Gilson, a toe drag, sweet move to the inside. Official's arm is up, we'll see what the call is. Dineen is arguing, it looks like it'll be 17 of the Bulldogs.
He's gonna go for a slash. For 2 minutes or less.
We got fans with red and white face paint. And here's Dineen. The captain of the Bulldogs will sit for 2 in the sin bin for a slash. So RPI is their first power play attempt.
Here's another look at it right there. Yep, you got him on the hands. Right there.
Face-offs one out to the point, Bergmanis. And a cutoff of the pass will jettison the puck into the netting.
Well, that was Donovan Frias for Yale that just about deflected that into his own net on that cross-ice pass. Looking for the RPI player. I think it might have been Hodson on the back door.
Here's Tinling winning that back clean. Bergmanis off to Smolinski. A shot rolls off his stick. A good check there from the Bulldogs, and it's sent out of the zone. That was Will Richter, the goal scorer for the Bulldogs. Killing that play. Out to Smolinski. Cross ice, a look for Tinling. Deep in Bulldogs territory. Up the wall. Bar left wise with a step. He gets past Smolinski and puts the puck deep into the corner. A bounce. RPI quickly out. Tinling to the slot. Here's Hodson at their hashes. Looking for the one-timer. and pass Smolinski out of the zone. RPI looks for the change. Here's Caron. Now to McDermott. Beaton. Can't get it past Herzog. Gagnon, first man on, into space. Caron. Now to Gilson. A man on, out to Caron. Top of the circles. A bumper. Beaton down low. Out to McDermott. Here's Gilson. McDermott. Orister on net. Blocked by Stark.
Well, good zone time here for RPI. Yale penalty killers keeping that puck to the outside. Stark with the good save. How about some out-of-town scores?
Always a favorite of ours.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Union defeated Brown 2-1 this afternoon. Currently, middle of the second period, Cornell's up 3-1 on Clarkson. Princeton and Dartmouth are tied at 1, and Colgate is up 1-0 on St. Lawrence.
Here's your out-of-town scores. Keep your eye on those ECAC standings. Every win, every point is going to matter this season, especially this season, with how the parity has worked in the league. I talked with Nick Szczerbiński, who's here tonight, member of the ECAC League office. He mentioned that this year is unlike any other in the league. Very close. Caron gets checked by Deneen out of the box, and it forces the puck to McDermott. Here's Gilson, out to Gagnon. Gets his past Hooker, and Hooker carries. A dunk off the sidewall. Gilson picks up. Beaton couldn't corral the puck. Herzog sends it far side for a quick up. Deneen gets a piece of the puck. He's on again for Yale. A check on Goffredo. Mozolins riding a forechecker out of the play. Here's Payette. The stick check breaks that up. Yale in. The open back door. Giesbrecht with a pad save. Another pad save.
Good play by Goffredo there to keep that puck from reaching the stick. And Giesbrecht didn't know where that shot was, and he deflected up into the chest pads.
Yale with a good response shift here at the 11-10 mark of the second period. Both teams change their lines. We'll have a defensive zone draw to the left of Giesbrecht. Richter, Wagnon, and O'Donnell out. And Richter controls the puck out to the point. A shot just over the netting, high off the glass. Swept in front, Giesbrecht made a stop. A rebound, Richter got a piece. It was rolling off his stick. Up the wall for Hodson. O'Hearn dumps this far corner. Bergmanis. Out to Goffredo, picked away. Frias a shot off the leg of Smolinski and out of play. RPI has a number of great shot blockers on the team this year.
Well, I think Bergmanis is going to go for a penalty here for interference in front of the net. And yes, that was Max Smolinski, who that shot went right off his right skate.
So Bergmanis will sit for 2. Hopefully the score bug and the scorers table will have the power play situation figured out. For the folks watching at home, we're hoping that we can see what time remains on the power play, unlike the first opportunity for Yale. Donovan Frias facing off against Jacob Lee in the center dock. Oh, here comes Berger, who scored yesterday at Union. He'll try and win it back. It's Goffredo taking it away. Out to Sullivan. He mitts that down. Berger, top of the circle. Sullivan, a shot from the point wide. Goffredo. And that'll be a trip. We'll have some 4-on-4 hockey in a few moments. That ends the man advantage for Yale.
It does. I don't know if Alfredo just blew a wheel there. Or...
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and that's the back referee that's calling that play. Interesting.
So David Andrechuk will sit for 2 minutes.
There's another look at it here. Alfredo. Oh no, that was a trip. Definitely. Good call by the official.
Skate involved and stick. Good call. Like Alfredo's weight was shifting, but it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. Here's Gilson utilizing the space around. The top of the zone, he'll dump that low. Tinling couldn't win the battle. And sent all the way down ice. Slow icing there. So we'll have 1 minute and 20 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey ahead.
And there is exactly 10 minutes left in this second period.
You can see both players in the box here. Now the view of the face-off dot. Tinling matching up against Wagnon. One by Wagnon to Herzog. Out to Hooker. Mobile defender for the Bulldogs. Looks off a man. He hits Wagnon in stride. He'll carry out of the zone. Wagnon on the reset. 1-on-1 to the outside, a shot. Far pad. Giesbrecht save. Will spring Tinling. Here's Tinling with McDermott. A backhand look. Tinling and McDermott couldn't connect. Out to Gilson at the point. Here's Gilson to the top of the circle. He'll weave a shot. High save. Stark with his arm. Out to the slot. Here's Hodson. A spin around shot. It's blocked away by Sullivan as he's checked in the corner. That's Deneen on the ice. O'Zolins cuts from outside to inside. Will sauce one into the upper netting and out of play. Stick with us, folks, on the other side of our second period TV timeout.
Let's Go Red ensures that current and future generations of student athletes continue to receive the opportunity to balance greater school academics with collegiate athletics. Learn more about how you can Let's Go Red. Direct your attention to the Jumbotron. It's time to ride combat spot. Watch where it starts. Let's go where it finishes. Keep your eye on the clock. You're ready to have a road. Ready to
Welcome back to RPI Hockey on ESPN. Matthew Mugno alongside Dan Frigid. 4-on-4 on deck. Deneen against McNeil in the face-off dot. Bulldogs come away with it. Here's Herzog. Looking for Deneen. He'll turn on the Jets. Deneen cuts far side. Arister. Oh, it squeaks in. They score! Will Deneen responds to take the 2-1 lead.
Well, that was a weird one. I think that one off the side of the net, came off the side of the net, hit Giesbrecht in the back of the legs. Yeah, right there. Wow, that is a different one.
Looked like it broke physics for a moment. I had no idea how that went in.
Yeah, it looked like it went through the... Didn't go through the net, but it went off. Let's take another look at that. Oh, wow.
I've never seen a goal like that.
Oh, it came right back. It hit the side of the net, came right back, hit him in the back of the legs. Good job, guys, on the replay.
You got to be good to be lucky. The Yale Bulldogs take a 2-1 lead on 4-on-4 hockey. Will be a 5-on-4 here for the Engineers for 10 seconds. Hodson playing the puck at the hashes. Bergmanis to Smolinski, out to Bergmanis. He looks shot, ops pass, Smolinski. Man's out of the box, that's Andrewchuk, 5-on-5. A shot through the crease, pass Stark. Up the wall, Deneen, a backhand dump all the way down ice. Bergmanis on. Here's Berger. Backhand sauce over. He'll collect his own rebound and take a few whacks. Giesbrecht stops it.
Well, you got Berger against Bergmanis.
Micah Berger with 3 goals on the season, looking for his 4th. Digging away at Giesbrecht, who rebounds quickly off the goal he had surrendered. That really was one of the stranger goals I've ever seen. Here's Berger on that play.
Good save there by Giesbrecht there. Berger coming out of the corner.
Closed out by Bergmanis. Here's Brackett turning on the Jets. He hits the deck into the sidewall, trips up a defender in the process. Gofredo recognizes he has some time. Tinling covering the point. Caron out of the corner to Tinling. A pass through looking Brackett. He was tied up. Sent low. Here's Tinling. He'll pump the brakes aggressively and hit the ice. And Richter's got this puck out for Yale. Icing last second on that call.
Well, I like the idea of not being selfish, but when you get in those areas, you got to shoot that puck. I go back to the one where McDermott is coming down through the slot area and tries the backhand pass. You got to shoot the puck at the net on these things. You got a guy in front, he's tied up. Maybe you can get that rebound if there's one there that Stark gives up.
I believe that was Will Richter playing solid defense. 4th line left wing for Yale, tying up a man in front of the net. Beaton lost track of the puck. It's behind the net. Yale struggled to get that out. So RPI will keep. Beaton cycled low. Here's McNeil. Indirect pass to Gilson. McDermott here, a sidestep, shot wide. Taken out by Wagnon. Far side 3-on-2. Yale will send this deep. McNeil picks it off. Daniel off the boards and back for Yale to retrieve. O'Haron. A shot on net. That was Frias. And the puck's tied up behind the goal line. A good boards battle going on at the rounded portion of the rink. Lofted way high and out, so RPI can get the change. Mata hard on forecheck. Ball left wise off the official, and a heavy check in the sidewall. Separate man from puck. Out to Payette. He pumps the legs. Caron gets a piece of a man. Here's Mata in. Deneen back on the ice for Yale. Here's Caron looking for a man in front. It was Payette. Gafredo's got a man wide open. Bergmanis looking Payette for the one-touch pass. Payette out to Caron. RPI's taking over. Caron looks to cycle low. Gamil, he has a man streaking. A move on Nick, he spread to save the rebound, another stop. Sent out to the point. Zito, a one-time pass off a block and wide. I believe that was Gofredo. Check in the corner. Yale again retrieves. This is Andrew Truck for Berger. Donovan Frias out to the point. A shot blocked by Caron. Boy, they're tired at the end of their shift. Now in the defensive end. Yale with the wave of energy. Payette to the sidewall. He'll chip it out over the blue line.
RPI looking to get a change here. On that last offensive opportunity for Yale, I thought that Bergmanis was way too aggressive on the puck carrier. I don't know if he realized it was a 2-on-1. As soon as he moved to the puck carrier, he just flipped it over. It was 1-on-0.
Giesbrunn again coming up with 2 saves in the process. A heavy check from Bergmanis on the sidewall. He took out Richter. A point shot into a few bodies. Richter has a 1-T, save Giesbrecht. O'Haron keeps that in. Sent low to high, and it's picked off by Tapper. Here's Tapper moving in, 2-on-1. A pass for Hodson just wide. Tapper has Smolinski a shot. He scores! Freakout! Smolinski ties this up at 2.
Well, that was just great patience by Tapper as he held that puck. First he gives it to Hodson, who just misses. Then he picks it up. He doesn't quit on the play. He sees Smolinski coming in, and Smolinski throws it top shelf far side on the goaltender Jack Stark. We got ourselves a tie game.
And the energy's back in the building here. The Houston Fieldhouse on their feet for that goal. Yale wins the draw, but RPI comes away with the puck. A regroup on the defense. A good intercept on the forecheck. Smolinski chased down into the corner by Zito. The puck comes out to Gagnon.
RPI goal scored by number 7, Max.
Eaton looks for the dump in. It's swept in by McNeil.
And was assisted by number 72, Jaeger Tapper.
And Hooker with a heads-up play, settling things down behind his own cage. He waits for the breakout. A nice heel-to-toe move, sent out to Zito far blue line. Off his stick, no ice. Zito winning a 1-on-2 battle in the corner.
At 16:37.
And a 2-on-2 ensues. A heavy check at the point. Gagnon drops a man. That was Passonen. Here's Caron, keeping the puck in his zone. Tinling a shot into Passonen. Tinling moves the puck around him. Here's Caron. Tinling's rubbed out of the play with a thunderous check. sent high and again into the crowd. A lot of lucky fans coming up with pucks tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say that puck was shot out by Yale. I'm not so sure you're allowed to change here, and they're skating right by the referee. Now you're going to call him back.
So we'll have a draw to the right of Stark. Jack Stark looking comfortable. The sophomore from Chaska, Minnesota. Career 11-18-4 record coming into this contest. And .902 save percentage when you factor in last season. He surrendered 2 tonight. Hall off the draw. He'll wrap this around the boards. Gilson swoops in to intercept. Out for Tapper to chase down. He's there first for Lee. He sends this around the boards. Is Gilson in time? Yes. Up the wall. He couldn't keep there. And he'll send it back in for the regroup. Stark has Pasonen. Now Hall. Lofted down center. No ice. McDermott. A chop pass off the wall. Here's Gilson. A soft sauce up the wall. Gagnon checked out of the play. A look for the blue line man, but they couldn't connect. Andrew Chuck comes off for the change. Fieldhouse announcer stating last minute of the second period. Beaton checked into the sidewall. Richter close to the intercept.
Wow. Gofredo's got to take a look over his shoulder there. He looked to his right, but not to his left, and almost gave that right onto the stick of the Yale player.
Off of Beaton's skate and out. Caron looking for a man. Richter's there again, like a magnet on the puck. A shot on goal. Richter looking for the rebound. It's out. Beaton just a step behind from breaking free. Gofredo controlling the puck behind his own cage as Giesbrecht comes out to pick up his stick. Here's Tinling. A soft steep. He's got speed. Here's Brackett. Out front. Caron scores! Felix Caron takes the lead.
Well, I figured that this line would finally get a goal. They've come close tonight a couple of times, and just great work. It started with Tingling dumping the puck in, having some contact behind, picked up by Brackett. Collins in front of the net, and he puts it away. Just a great, now for you kids watching at home, there's a perfect example of offensive triangulation with the 3 forwards surrounding the net, 2 behind, 1 mirroring the puck in front.
A little bit of Phil Jack there to close out the period. Some triangle offense, and RPI will head into the second intermission with a 3-2 lead. And we'll have Max Smolinski with us in a moment. Junior rear guard for the Engineers on the interview here. He's getting his headset on right now.
Number 13, Felix Caron. He was assisted by number 24, Jack Brackett. And by number 25,
thanks for joining us, Max. Walk us through what you saw on your goal.
Tapper coming up, and everybody kind of flooded towards him. I just tried to creep in, and he made a great pass. I just put it on net, and I think it went posting in, so I was pretty lucky for that one.
I don't think you're lucky. I think it's a strategy on your part. This isn't the first time where I've seen you with traffic in front of the net. You're going top shelf, far side where the goal, and you're just hoping that the goaltender isn't there, and he's not. I think it's just a great shot.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
So, Max, what are you looking to build off of into the third period now having the lead coming into the last frame?
Yeah, it's a good feeling for us after the first 40. Just use that momentum to build for the last 20. We're feeling good right now. The atmosphere here is pretty awesome. Everybody's pretty loud. And yeah, we're excited for the next 20 and looking for the win here.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
RPI with a 3-2 lead at the end of the second. And we'll have some highlights on deck here, Dan.
Fans, we direct your attention to the ice surface. We'll have a special presentation coming up in just a moment.
Bulldogs sending the puck around the boards here. There's the out of playoff Gilson's helmet.
Doink.
A doink there.
At least there wasn't a hollow sound.
Maybe we'll have our production squad put an effect on that one next time. Here's Caron with a good chance early. Seemed like they were so close to breaking through before they finally did.
Yeah, they did. I mean, there's that goal that was really, really strange. You know, you just have to hit that net perfectly. See how it came back straight?
That was an odd goal.
And goes off the back of the leg and in.
And Yale had some attempt and pressure responding to that. We'll see there, Eastbrett making 2 stops. And another stop shortly after. Right pad, left pad, and there's the Smolenski goal.
Alumni from the various classes that have joined us this weekend. First from the class of
absolute dart top shelf, and he got the place rocking again.
Oh yeah, he wired that. And you know, we're up here in the broadcast booth. We have a perfect observation of that angle. And there's Caron. I don't think he realized that he had put that in until he saw it behind him.
That was a great play from Tinling and Brackett to move the puck. And here's another look from the high point, the bird's eye view. And that brings us to a 3-2 score. And join us in a few moments. We're going to have some special interviews coming up.
Yeah, we will. We'll have Mike Satapor, captain of the 85 championship team, national championship team, and the late Terry Buttrin's wife, Terry Buttrin.
And you can see members of that team on the ice right now
as they come out.
Join us in a few moments for those interviews, folks. You're watching ESPN College Hockey.
Scripture
47th annual Big Red Freakout here at the campus of RPI. And I'm joined by a couple of people here, most notably Mike Satapor to my far right. He is Hall of Fame, the RPI Hockey Hall of Fame inductee. He is president of EdgeThink, and he was the captain of the 1985 National Championship team. And he's got a guest with us, and I'll throw it over to Sajid, and he can take it from here.
Can't hear. A little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. How about that? That better? Okay, great. Fritz, thank you. Okay. So, hold. Yeah. Can't hear. No. You can't hear at all. See the kids? Barely. Yeah, with the microphone. I can hear Fridge. I can hear you, Terry. No, I want you to be able to talk. Yeah. Terry. Okay. All right, so talk about... Oh, can you hear me now? Okay, we got it. She can hear me now. Yeah. Great, thank you. Friggy, is this broadcast more than just RPI Troy? Yes.
Welcome back to the 47th annual RPI Hockey Freakout. And I know you heard us at home. We couldn't really hear each other. However, I'm going to introduce Mike Satapor again. He's president of EdgeThink. He's an RPI Hockey Hall of Famer. And he's captain of the 1985 National Championship team. And we have a special guest joining us here. All yours, Sajid.
Thank you, Fritz. Thanks for having us. It's been a great celebration of 40 years. And our special guest is Terry Buckland, number 14, who was one of our great teammates who passed away from pancreatic cancer last fall. And Terry has done unbelievable work in raising money for Pancreatic Cancer Canada. And so I'm going to turn it over to her for a little bit. And also, Terry, while you do that, if you could just talk about Butsy a little bit, and the Butsy that we all know and love.
Yeah. Terry Buttrin, fondly known as Butsy, to all of the RPI family, was a champion in the 1985 win for the NCAA, and it was something he was so proud of. He wore his ring with such pride, and not only did they win a championship, but he won lifelong friendships. And, you know, the RPI family has embraced me before Terry was sick, and certainly after, to support me, support Terry. And they've helped me raise awareness for pancreatic cancer. It's a terrible disease. It affects less people than other types of cancers, so it goes underfunded. And what I want to do is I wanted to do something I could control. I couldn't help Terry get better, but I could support this cause. So maybe we can help one other family not go through the loss that we felt with Terry. So I'm really honored to have been his wife and girlfriend and partner in life for the last 13 years. And we lived 25 years and 13, and I'm grateful for that. But I really need all of your help. We really want to raise money so we can save families from going through the pain that we've experienced. Terry Buttrin was a champion. He was a champion on the ice. He was a champion in life. And he was our rock. And he was the most giving, thoughtful person you'd ever meet. And he had a Navy SEAL attitude. I'm so proud of him, and I'm so honored to be his wife.
Well, great. Hockey question for you.
Yes.
What do you think of the game so far? What do you think?
Oh, it's great, especially going into the third period, up by 1 goal.
Yeah.
Last couple of games, we've been chasing it, but they've executed pretty well. I mean, going to be a real good third period.
And it's also nice to hear the buzz in the building again.
Yeah,
it's a different atmosphere. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, listen.
Go up one at the end of the second.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us up here in the broadcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Liz.
And so one thing I wanted to say, that go to Pancreatic Cancer Canada and Google Terry Buttrin, Butryn, and then you'll find his tribute page to make your donation.
Yeah, perfect. I was going to ask you if there was a website.
Thank you.
All right. And on that note, we'll throw it back to commercial, and you come back here on ESPN Plus to watch the third period of this exciting game.
It was awesome.
Welcome back to RPI Hockey on ESPN. Matthew Muggo alongside Dan Frickin. You saw Dan conduct a fantastic interview at intermission. RPI taking a 3-2 lead into this final frame. Alumni weekend capping off a 1-goal lead in a close contest. The Freakout jerseys on, all red tonight. 47th annual Big Red Freakout held here at the Houston Fieldhouse. Packed facility, 3,000 plus. Here's the ECAC standings. You can read them on the screen. Very close this year. A lot of parity in the league.
Yes, definitely. You can see with RPI, you know, they came into the weekend where they could end up in 7th, or if they don't, you know, get a couple of victories, they could end up in 12th. I think right now they're tied for 11th and hoping to pick up a victory here tonight.
And last night we saw St. Lawrence defeat Cornell. There's been a lot of upsets on the horizon. Brown went down to Union earlier in the evening at 4 o'clock. As we get set for third period action here, we'll see if there's upsets or glory for the Big Red Freakout. 47th event of its kind held here annually. Deneen facing off against Lee. Zato matched up against Hodson. Here's Smolensky, who tied the game in the second frame with a wicked shot. Gloved by Stark, and we'll have a stoppage just 6 seconds into the period.
Well, it's going to be real important for RPI to keep up the intensity here. Moving their feet, moving the puck, keeping that puck moving forward.
Here's Sullivan, carrying the puck into the zone. Smolensky launches that around the boards. It's kept by Yale. Zato, a shot off the iron. Sent to the point, swept in by Zato further. Down low for Deneen. He's been all over the ice for the Bulldogs. A 2-on-2 battle in the corner sent up the wall. Here's Sullivan, cross ice for O'Hare. A shot wide of the net. Smolensky controlling on his backhand. Deneen will send that back in before a line change. O'Zolins, he'll pick up and stop behind his cage.
They're throwing t-shirts, I see nothing but hands.
I'll be your eyes, Dan. Here's McNeil. Over the blue line. Picked up by Hooker, sent up the wall. McNeil sends that down low. A rolling puck, Herzog. McNeil tying him up along the sidewall. So many in attendance, they had to move the curtains behind the netting. You can see that extra stands at the top of your screen. Gagnon in, all alone, a shot off the pad. Turnover, Gagnon. Tinling down low for the captain. On net, Stark loves it. Well, Dan, it's always a tremendous turnout for this event. The energy in the building is really palpable. Was there ever a year where it felt like there was too much?
Oh, there's never too much of fans and playing in front of your fans and playing hard for your fans. You know, not to mention that there's the team concept of playing hard for each other, but it really motivates you when you're out on that ice with when you look up and see nothing but a sea of red. And credit to Coach Smith, because this is the first time I think they've ever worn special jerseys for Freakout with just Freakout on the front of them.
Really cool uniforms for tonight. Puck out to Bergmanis at the point. A shot. Off a man. Caron will whack this puck in. Picked up and out of the zone by Richter. O'Donnell in as well. Goffredo looking for a pass to himself that goes into the netting.
Yeah, he almost took Caron's head off with that one.
Well, the face-off to the left of Giesbrecht. Gilson taking the ice for RPI. There's Giesbrecht. He's played really solid the last 2 nights. He surrendered 6 goals last night, but that was not indicative of his play. To the inside, a shot, and wide. That was Seiya Tanaka. Campbell. Out to Sullivan. He'll wrist this in. Giesbrecht plays it with the big goalie stick. McDermott takes a check high off the back. Dumped into the right corner. McDermott a step ahead. He'll break free with some speed. Off to Payant. He joins the rush. Payant a shot high and wide. Out of play.
Well, it looks like Yale doesn't like the control forecheck, even if they are on a change. They'll send that first guy in to attack the puck carrier when he sets up behind the net for a control breakout. As RPI did try to do.
And so Payant will take this draw. He's facing off against Deneen. Out to the point. Here's McGuire. He'll keep the offensive zone pressure. Sustaining that with a dump it to the corner. Payant working on 2 defenders. Here's Brackett. Moving around the left circle. Picked off by Deneen. A rolling puck. He'll sweep it in and control. Off the glass and in. Smolenski's first man there. Mata anticipating the hit. He'll make the play further into his own end. Zato plays the puck at the hashes. He loses control, and it's poked free by Mata and out of the zone.
And they're going to get called for icing, so the guys that went to the bench have to get back on the defensive zone face-off, and right now they've got 7 guys out there.
So one's got to go off. See Lee in frame right now. Andrew Chuck and Donovan Frias. 6'4" first year for the Bulldogs. Out to the point. Flubbed into the zone. Picked up by Smolenski. He'll send a rolling puck out. Here's McGuire. D to D. Smolenski. Hodson on his horse into the zone. Down into the corner. Goffredo tracking, but that goes out of play. And we'll have another stoppage. 16:05. These 4 minutes in this third period have felt like a long time with all of the stoppages.
I would have to agree.
RPI took a 3-2 lead at the end of the second period. 3,000 fans are packed in for an exciting third period of action. Puck pass Bergmanis on Giesbrecht. He opts to play. Hodson was close to reading that, but couldn't corral the puck off the wall.
Yeah, he picked that play up a little too late. Otherwise, he could have stayed on the offensive side of the D.
Here's Tapper. A play to himself. Here's Hodson picking up. To Tapper. A shot. Glove save Stark.
Oh, we got some out-of-town scores. Ready?
I'm always ready.
All right. Well, just 7 minutes left in the third period. Cornell and Clarkson are tied at 3. Princeton with 16 minutes left in the third. Double one on Dartmouth. And they leads St. Lawrence 3-1. 11 minutes left in the third period.
That Princeton game would have major implications for the top of the ranking against Dartmouth. Here's Smolenski down low, a toe drag, backhand save, Stark. Sent out to the point, McGuire, a shot blocked away. That was Barlev-Wise. Here's McNeil. Oda Gagnon. Checked away by Herzog. Out to McNeil again, a shot around the net. Here's Gagnon. They're working it down low. McGuire to McNeil. He'll pivot and send this to Gagnon. Bar left Wise on top of the puck. Hooker there to assist. McNeil using his big frame to win that battle. Up the wall to McGuire, a one-timer, flubs off his stick. Here's Beaton. Beaton down low for Gagnon. Here's Beaton trying to get the puck with his boot. He couldn't control it. Off the blade, here's Tinling. In between his legs, he couldn't control. Hooker. High off the glass to center. Caron fumbles with the puck. Here's Brackett in. Gamble on the ice. Caron tries to sweep and intercept. Brackett. A backhand pass to Caron. A one-timer, the rebound's there. Lofted high and out of play. Nice catch by that fan.
Yeah, that's a good set of mitts. And again, this puck is shot out by Yale. So the referee is denying a line change. And these guys look like they're a little spent going back into the defensive zone faceoff.
Oh, there's one of your teams. They were just at the beer garden.
Oh, I missed it.
They saw us. They were pointing at the camera. We'll have a face-off to the left of Stark. Here's Lee. Far left Wise, winning that forward. McDermott keeping that in. Thought that might have been offsides. Far left Wise up the wall to Gilson. A chip over a defender. There's Herzog. Around the net, Barlev Wise taking a spill. Getting to his own feet and sending this to the slot. Yale carries out. A backhander in. Camille on McDermott. Send this in the direction of Tapper. He couldn't control. Deneen tripping over his own 2 feet to the pleasure of the fans. McDermott over his stick. Deneen up the wall. Hall, a shot. A flutter. Giesbrecht makes the stop. We'll have a line change for RPI in their defensive end.
Deneen up going to the bench and getting Stone out. Giving those edges a little bit of a rub.
The little hand crank tool.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Speaking of players on the bench, Rainer's Rollers has not returned since the first period, so RPI has utilized their extra skaters. Center on the boards, Bergmanis trying to track down Berger, who's hot in pursuit. Goffredo off the bearing. Out in front, a pass to the slot, a shot saved, Giesbrecht. Caron up for Brackett. Kept in by Yale. In front, there's Berger. And another slapper goes wide. Here's Berger, pumping the brakes. To Frias, a shot to the side of the net. He's using his frame to block it off. Big 6'4" body. Around, out of the reach of Berger. Good defense there from Goffredo. He plays that to his partner Tinling. Out to Bergmanis. Off the glass and out of play.
That's another ticket for the winning Red Bull basket giveaway. Tonight is number 772.
And we'll have another draw on the RPI end.
Did that puck go out of the play? Must have been because I'm surprised they let them change.
Thought it went out of play. Here's McNeil driving in the circle. Goffredo turning on the Jets. He's got a man. There's Beaton one-on-one to the outside. He pumps the brakes looking for pass, and he's hauled down to the ice. Now Gamil brings it out with speed. Deneen in stride. A shot far side wide. Another shot off the iron just outside of the net. Great play by Hooker to put it in between his legs in the corner. Deneen. He'll win the puck battle. Out in front, he had Gamil. He was tied up. Good defense by the RPI engineers.
Oh, that was a great play defensively by John Beaton. Just lifted the stick as the puck was coming.
No ice there. Gilson off to McDermott. Here's Hodson. Leah shot wide. A heavy wrister. O'Donnell. Play broken up. Playing hot potato in the neutral zone.
That puck is bouncing, isn't it?
Payette trying to get involved there with Freyes, who takes the puck down the corridor, sending it wide. Here's Tapper. Out to Payette. Oh boy, shot out of a cannon. To Hodson, a shot into the padding of Herzog. He'll play with his hand and stick down to the neutral zone. Gofredo standing that up, evading a check in the process. Here's Gagnon. Hard on the forecheck. A look for Andreychuk all the way down ice. This will be an icing, folks.
Good pace to this third period. RPI's got to understand the push. Yale, you know that's when they're coming.
Here's Payette at the center position for the Engineers. Up the wall to Gofredo. He'll try and handle this with Andreychuk on. Dump down low for Herzog to play in the trapezoid, D to D. Mata didn't connect on that hit and got all the boards. Here's Hooker on the backhand out. Andreychuk, a good play to get a touch. He goes flying into the boards. Good thing he's on his own feet. Here's Brackett. Over the blue line. A shot off the stick of O'Hearn and out of play. And there you go. The attendance tonight was just announced. 4,546 fans are here at the Houston Fieldhouse to watch this fantastic hockey game. This is one of the bigger arenas in the ECAC. Puck sent all the way down ice for an icing. And this is a league that boasts a lot of great facilities. The Houston Fieldhouse has been around forever. Ingalls Arena in New Haven, the Whale. It's where Yale plays their home contests. Wouldn't want to be there on a cold night like tonight. Here's McNeil playing center now in Roller's absence. He's up with Gagnon and Beaton. Sent up the glass. O'Zolin's tracking down. No ice. Played back to Smolinski. He'll pump the brakes and try and dish the pass up the wall. It gets past him. And they'll regroup again. A heavy forecheck from Deneen. Now to McNeil. He'll survey and take it himself. Soft check from Sullivan. Here's O'Hearn to the wall. Gamil with a man on. Deneen sweeping that to Zito. A look for Deneen. Zito, crafty player. Puck taken away by Beaton. Backhand dish. McDermott caught high. Zito controls at his blue line. Forward at the defensive position. A bad change, a heavy hit. Here's Hodson streaking in. A pass to the point, McDermott. Oh, just wide. The rebound was there, off the glass. They couldn't pull the trigger. Here's Hodson. A sidestep from Deneen. Now McDermott dumping it in. And the wave of energy in the direction of the Engineers. 8:21 remaining in this third period. RPI leading 3-2. Giesbrecht guides that wide. A shot off a man. That was Caron. Three is taken down to the ice. Here's Brackett. A move on Hooker. Now for Tinling. He's checked off the puck. After Wagnon. He'll play this through center. He tries to weave inside and outside himself. He couldn't control. Now a shot from Richter wide. Chances for both sides here. All the way down ice. And this will be an icing. And this will be potentially the last media timeout of our evening. We'll be back in a few moments, folks. We're back, folks. They rushed the play. We figured with the icing they might take the media timeout. Some great college hockey here on ESPN. RPI currently leading 3-2 in the 47th annual Big Red Freakout. And now we'll have a timeout, and we'll hop back out a commercial break. See you on the other side. Welcome back to college hockey on ESPN. RPI leading 3-2 in this 47th Big Red Freakout. Waiting for puck drop here. 7:36 on the clock in this third frame. Back and forth action. Get ready to swivel your head tonight. 4,000 plus in attendance for this contest. And Fridge, it's been a fantastic evening so far. Between the alumni to the fans, it's been great. There's Hall a shot, a fat rebound comes out to the point. A slapper dinks off the glass. A point pass is intercepted by Beaton. He's got a step. He pumps the brakes, looking down center. McNeil move to the inside. And it's taken away by the Bulldogs. Splitting the D is Richter. Giesbrecht to one knee playing that puck. Out to Beaton again. Deep for Lee. Checked by Deneen. Off the kneecap of Hodson to Gilson. Traversing the blue line, McDermott. Up for Tapper. Past his twig. Lee's there to get a piece. Now if Gamble doesn't have anything to do with that, here's Zita. McDermott ties his man up. And it's sent down low. Here's Gilson. Playing Sullivan. Bulldogs working it down low. Sullivan a shot. A squeaker, an extra whack, and Gilson will have a word with Deneen. 2:22 remaining in this third period. Donovan Frias against Tinling in the face-off circle. Perron off the glass and out. Here's Brackett, one-on-one. He's rubbed out by Herzog. A backhand pass looking Perron. With the go-ahead goal earlier. Gofredo out to Brackett, a shot off the high pad. Back to Gofredo at the point. He juggles with it. Swept low, Tinling. A backhand pass. He'll chase it down himself. Here's Perron with Bergmanis at the point. And he just couldn't hold the line. Certainly have. Here's McNeil. Up with Gagnon and Beaton, taking that double shift. Smolinski deep. Roller's injured in the first period. McNeil, a shot wide of the net. Stark went to play that initially. Smolinski out to Gagnon. A shot off a defender and wide. He had Beaton in front. Official's arm is up. We'll see what the call is. Looks like Gamil. Deneen again. Deneen playing in his 90th career game tonight. His second penalty. Interference. Close call, but dangerous position for Gagnon to be in and to receive that hit late. So RPI will have the 2-minute advantage here with 5:30 remaining in the third period. We saw last night that no lead is safe. Here's Yale coming out shorthanded. Gamella shot high and wide. Here's Bergmanis. Carrying out himself. Gamil successfully clears for Giesbrecht to play the puck. 1:20 on the power play. Puck's tied up along the wall. That kills a lot of time. 50 seconds on the power play now for RPIs as it's free. A chop at the glass for Tinling. Yale comes out with the puck. Here's Frias. Coming through the high slot, a shot. The rebound's there, 2 in front, 1 whack. Giesbrecht saved. Here's Richter. Sorry, Dan. Here's Hodson, over the line, deep into the zone. Beaton fakes one way and swerves the other. He has Gilson at the point. A look for Perron as they set up. Perron, a pass shot through. Gilson for Beaton. Gretzky's off, just a one-timer. And it doesn't connect. McDermott low. Here's Beaton. The Bulldogs are back to even strength. Tapper gets a look. A pass through. And the puck bobbles. No one was there to finish that playoff. The Bulldogs getting the better of the chances on that RPI power play. Here's Gilson with a man on. Frias to the point. A flutter shot, the rebound's there. Save, Giesbrecht to the point. And a mistrigger, Pasonen. It's sticked wide. Frias, another shot off the high stick and wide. Giesbrecht coming up with a massive save. Berger on the play. Here's Gafredo off the draw. Around the boards to Tinling. He'll clear this all the way down ice, and that should be an icing. There's the official's word. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Giesbrecht. Tinling didn't like that one. Here's Ozolins in frame. RPI's defense has contributed a lot on the offensive side of the puck, and they also get in lanes and block a lot of shots. The puck on Giesbrecht from the sidewall. A surprising hostile shot. Here's Gagnon chopping at Herzog. He tries to pin the puck to the glass. It's now at his feet. Gafredo's in to help play that. Sent up the wall. Herzog. A shot on net. Easily trapped by Giesbrecht. Experience as a goaltender himself, who played in the ECAC for Yale. Good call, Fridge. So Stark heads to the bench. We'll see if that's it for his night. 1:53 on the clock as Yale takes their timeout. That'll give RPI a rest, and it'll allow them to game plan for this. We haven't seen RPI in too many of these situations. What are you going to say, Dan? .153 on the clock. Has some great face-off men on the squad. It looks like Tinling will be responsible for this one. There's the empty net, folks, as the Yale players come into frame. Yale wins the draw. DeMille plays that over Smolinski down low. Deneen, unchallenged. Cut off by Tinling and sent all the way down ice. 200 feet. Freakout. Dover Tinling ices this one. 4-2 RPI. Yale wins the draw and sends this up the sidewall. Smolinski to play. It's restless here at the field house. 1:32 on the clock. Sent around for Hodson. Stark is back in the net for Yale. Sent all the way down ice. This should be an icer. So Stark is back to the bench. He'll join Pearson in the big goalie pads all the way at the left side of their quarters. Wagner in on the draw. Sullivan at the point with Pesselman. Out to Sullivan. Here's Richter. Arister blocked by Lee. Sullivan a shot through traffic, gets peeled away by Gagnon. And he'll send this down ice just wide. Here's Sullivan. Out to O'Donnell, shot. The rebound there, sent down ice. On net, they score! The replay, folks. Another one sent the length of the ice. Sent back for Tinling. That was Jacob Lee with the goal, and Noah Giesbrecht gets the assist. So the goaltender credited with an A tonight. Wilfredo down the wall to Beaton. 30 seconds on the clock in this contest. RPI leading 5-2. Sent out over the blue line. And it's been a long time coming. RPI has not celebrated a win at home in 2025. The Engineers win the 47th Big Red Freakout. Giesbrecht named the player of the game. He only allowed 2 goals. Here's some highlights from the third frame. Stark making a save there, a shot from the point. It started off slow and the intensity picked up as it went on. Yale had their chances. So did RPI, a few close calls. And here's another look. We saw Brackett with the chance early on in the game. That was similar. And here's Giesbrecht coming up with a massive save late. Just a phenomenal performance from the keeper tonight. Berger with a great chance. That was probably the save of the game. And Tinling here with the big empty net goal. And here's the assist for the goalkeeper. We'll have Noah Giesbrecht on in a moment as our player interview. You can see the field house is rocking after this game. 4,000 folks came out tonight to watch this one, and they were rewarded with a 5-2 victory. Noah, thank you for joining us. How does it feel to get the first win of 2025 in the Freakout?
It was bound to come eventually, so I'm happy we got it done, but we're going to build off this, so I'm excited.
Well, you played an outstanding game, and you know what? You played an outstanding game last night. It just wasn't in the cards, but you made a couple of key saves, especially in the second period and then in the third period with that left leg pad.
Yeah, I mean, it comes from defense too, right? So we build off of it, and I was happy I could get it done for the fellas. We deserve this, so.
You guys did deserve it. Any celebrations for tonight?
I don't know what the cards have in the hold, but I heard there's a couple alumni here, so I'm sure we'll have our fair share of fun here.
Great way to cap off Alumni Weekend. Noah, congratulations and have a great night.
Thanks for having me.
Great kid, Noah Giesbrecht, the player of the contest. He only surrendered 2 goals, and he comes away with a big victory and an assist on the evening. Dan, great event tonight for this 47th Freakout.
It certainly was, and I hope you enjoyed your first Freakout here at RPI.
As the fans funnel out, we'll wrap up our great broadcast here. Joseph Bowers, our producer, and our crew, thank them for a wonderful job tonight. They really did a superb job producing for us. For Dan Fridge and I'm Matthew Mugno, a great 47th Freakout in the books. Have a great night.